You are constantly evolving, constantly growing. We're always making changes to try to better ourselves in some way, shape, or another. You probably achieved a decent amount of that in your lifetime and seen that progress and success. But maybe you haven't with your fitness and your body just yet. This video could quite literally change your life. I'm going to give you the 3-step process of the muscle metabolism, go over how it works, go over how you can implement it into your own life because it is so freaking powerful, dude. If you use this stuff, your life will legitimately be changed because you'll know how to handle your diet, your training, your mindset, how to stay consistent and have progressive weight loss that you can expect how much weight to lose every single week, put on muscle, and constantly be evolving. So it's a 3-step process. It breaks down into 3 very, very simple categories. So let me give you an overview. First thing is the foundation and your mindset. You want to build confidence. You want to build discipline. Foundation and mindset matter because without it, the rest crumbles. Nutrition and diet are not important if you're not consistent, if you don't feel confident, right? Second thing is your nutrition and your diet. That is huge. You need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. You want to burn the rest of your fat, become in a calorie deficit. It's a lot easier than you think. We're going to get into that. Third, final step, the most fun part in my opinion, is the training. It's what you're doing in the gym. You want to be weightlifting. And it's a very simple, sustainable process that doesn't allow too much time or too much mental stress. As a busy professional and busy guy, you probably have a lot of things going on. I know I sure do. Have a ton of things going on every single day, and it's very hard for me to find time to fit in the gym. But we make it work with this easy, simple, sustainable process. This also applies to the diet. This also applies to the mindset. Once the mindset is built, the nutrition and training, they're very easy, very sustainable. I wouldn't say easy, but I would say simple once you know how to do it. How do you build what I like to call a growth mindset? A growth mindset helps you overcome a lot of things mentally and physically. It builds motivation. Motivation is important, but discipline is even more important. Showing up every single day because you have a consistent plan and because you know you're worthy of the results. So I want you to think long term. Don't have a fixed mindset that your current results, current status where you're at right now is unchangeable. That is not going to serve you whatsoever. You need to have a more open mindset and have beliefs that, I'm going to learn different things that I didn't know before. And I'm going to break some of my old beliefs because I really want to do this. And I want to have a strong mindset through all of it. So get out of your comfort zone. You need to be able to push yourself. Really strive to be better because you know you are worth it deep down. And every step that you're going to take, there will be failures. But the moment where the failure overtakes you and you're like, you know what, I quit. This is not for me. I'm not going to do this. I give up. Don't give up. Because as soon as you give up, you pretty much ruined all your progress. So don't decide to give up because everyone who is a big success, everyone who's achieved a lot of great things, you might know this even in the world of business or careers, but it's also true in fitness. They've had a lot of hardships. You have to go through hardships and you have to go through failures to see the other side. So don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of not knowing what you're doing because especially if you haven't done this before, it might seem like a big mystery. So I want you to set your long-term goals and think about where do you want to be in the next 6 months, year, 2 years, 5 years if you can. Think long-term of what you really truly want to build for yourself, why you're worthy of that, right? You're worthy of that because you've gone through all this suffering so far. Or maybe your career is super successful and you're a very positive person. You have all these achievements and accolades. You're just missing the fitness part. Your body is just not quite there yet and you want to know how to do it. That could be your motivation. Or maybe it's I want to show up for my wife, have her be proud of me, and I don't want to have that anxiety of her possibly leaving me in the future. I want to have more confidence in my job and my career and what I do because I already have a lot of aggression and passion within, but having a better body would make me feel more confident, especially when going out to eat and knowing what to eat with all my coworkers and still stay on track. Or when I go to the pool and take my shirt off, I want to feel super confident and sure of myself and be happy with what I see, right? So that is how to build a mindset. Now the second step, the nutrition basics. This is huge. 3 things inside of nutrition that you should know. Protein, carbs, fats. The simple macronutrients. Protein is the most important. It is essential for your muscle repair and growth. Your muscles cannot physically grow without protein. You're going to need protein. As a bonus, protein helps keep you full for even longer and keeps you satiated. So you're going to want to try to intake a good amount of protein. Okay. Carbohydrates are the energy source for your body. Diets like keto, they work for some time, but then they're not sustainable. They don't work in the long term because You want to enjoy those foods, plus carbs are a source of energy. Fats, they're necessary for overall health and making you feel good, but you don't want to have too much. I wouldn't worry too much about them. Don't stress it. What I want you to focus on eating is high protein foods and low calorie foods. Low calorie foods would be things like fruits and vegetables. This is a very common idea of this. Think about a cup of spinach is like 10 calories. That's a lot of spinach. Or an apple is about 30 calories, but keeps you decently satiated and full. 0-calorie sodas, things like that. Super, super good. High protein foods as well. This could be meats. This could be protein powders. You want to look for the highest amount of protein for the least amount of calories, right? Because you only can eat so many calories in a day, and you want to get as much protein as possible. So try to get as much protein as you can. Make sure you're distributing your meals out through the day so that way you don't get the temptation to binge later on in the day. Super common for especially people that try to fast. Maybe you've tried to fast before and it just came back, all the weight came back, and you binged one night and it didn't feel good, and then you gave up on that diet, right? We're not going to do that this time. This is sustainable, okay? So eat consistent meals, track your calories. It may seem like a big ask, but it is so worth it when you'll see your body at the end after doing this for a consistent amount of time. Tracking your calories is so worth it. So download an app. I like the app called Chronometer or Macro Factor. They're both very good apps. Chronometer is free, so I recommend that one. Download that. Track your calories, track your protein, get enough protein, track your calories. That's nutrition. That is very sustainable. Tracking your calories, once you get in the flow of it, it'll come easier to you. It really doesn't take much time, to be completely honest. Now, training, fun stuff, fitness. We love this, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but you're going to love it after this. There is 2 types of exercises. There's compound exercises and there's isolation exercises. Now, I don't want to get too scientific or anything with you, but compound exercises work multiple muscle groups at the same time. Think squats, works your quadriceps, hamstrings, calves. Bench press works your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps all in one movement. We don't want to spend a bunch of time in the gym, but we want to get the most bang for our buck and put on the most amount of muscle and lose the most fat with the time that we do have. So we are going to be using compound exercises. The second kind is called isolation exercises, and this targets a single muscle group. For example, bicep curls just works your bicep pretty much. Leg extensions just works your quads. We're going to still use those, but we're going to focus on a bunch more compound exercises because ideally the time range you want to aim for is 45 minutes to an hour in the gym. That is it. Like as soon as you step foot through that door, and by the time you leave, should be 59 minutes or less. And you still want to be putting in the maximum amount of effort, get the maximum amount of gains. Okay. Use those compound exercises. Make a simple workout routine if you don't have one already. Now, when you train, you want to go slower on the eccentric. So what that means is, say, for example, bicep curls. Come up, you want to go explosive. You want to explode on the way up. On the way down, you want to control it and fight that urge. You don't want to just drop it because this creates more muscular tension, giving you more growth. Should be pretty simple. So what you're going to want to do is a simple workout split. 4 days out of the week, you have 3 days off to work or do whatever else you need. On those 4 days, this is exactly what you're going to do. First day, chest, shoulders, and triceps, all in one day. I'll give you some example workouts right now. You could start off with bench press. And after that, you could do a seated dumbbell press. You could do a machine press, and then end with tricep rope extensions. That would be your chest, shoulders, and triceps day. Next day will be what we call a pull day. So it works your back and your biceps. You can start off with a lat pull down, right? And then you can do a chest supported row. It might seem like a lot now. Go ahead and feel free to rewind in the video, pause this, and look these exercises up. Another good one would be a 1-arm dumbbell row, and then end with some bicep curls with the barbell. That'd be your pull day, okay? That is the push, pull, and the third day is going to be leg day. This is fun. You're going to start with seated or lying hamstring curls. You're going to want to target your hamstrings. Next, you're going to want to do a simple barbell squat or machine squat, whatever feels better for you based on your back and your joints. A Romanian deadlift. And after that, you're going to finish off with a leg extension for the quads. These are very short and very simple. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's because we're getting the most amount of time for our effort in the gym. Quads, back, and abs day. This one is a little more out there, but this is the 4th day. You're going to be targeting the front part of your legs, which is your quads, your back, which is your lats and your traps, and your abs, obviously. So what you're going to start off with is the deadlift. It's going to work all 3 of those muscles. And you're going to go into leg extensions, lat pull down for this day. If you have the weighted ab machine, do that. If not, I would recommend doing rope crunches. That's not super in depth, but that's just a simple outline I could recommend that would work for pretty much most people. Just to kind of wrap it all up together, mindset. Why do you want to achieve this goal? What is your goal? What is your goal in 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years from now? Write that out, okay? Think about, why do you want it? What makes you want it really, really badly? What makes you want to run through a brick wall that is on fire to get that, okay? Think about that and write it out. If you write it out on paper, it'll stick with you a lot better. That's the mindset. Nutrition and diet. Start tracking your calories, lower them slowly, prioritize your protein. Training. Get to the gym 4 days a week, 1 hour every single time, in and out. Not that long. Compound exercises, just like we talked about. This 3 simple step process will use your muscle metabolism, because what you're doing is you're putting on muscle in the gym. That muscle now burns more calories. Therefore, if you were to eat the same amount of calories every single day, you'd be losing weight. Now, with you slowly lowering your calories, you're going to lose weight even faster than that, but still sustainably, because you're putting on muscle. Then you have the mindset to reinforce all of this to make sure you're going to stay consistent. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel proud of yourself and what you're doing. Reward yourself for every single step you hit along the way, because this is a journey. This is not a rush. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. It's okay if it takes some time, but you still want to make sure all of your efforts that you put in from now, the next couple months, is maximized. You want to be doing the greatest thing you possibly can for yourself and maximize your time, because we are busy. We are busy people. We don't have time to be playing around and playing games, right? Use this stuff, because this system works over and over. It's worked with myself, works with every single one of my clients who I've helped change their lives, and they have this stuff and they know how to use it, because it's absolutely been remarkable, life-changing for them. So use this stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you want some more help, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. My DMs are always open. I answer those personally, and we'll just see how I can help you from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.